Go for a setback on Saturday, but I guess a sign of good teams is that they're able to bounce back from these setbacks, and that's the challenge for us now.
That's all you can do. It's important that the players don't get too down. We didn't perform to the level that we have been for a number of weeks, and that's disappointing. But I've no doubt that these players will react in the right way. They've done it all season. They've responded from setbacks all season. So I've not been as down after a game for a long, long time, because the position we would have been in would have been a really, really good position. But it shows how far we've come, that we're disappointing to lose to clubs like Charlton. And it's still all there for. We've got to fight. We've got to respond from this. But like I say, the character, I'll never question him. The work rate was there. It's just that sometimes we need to work a little bit smarter. But like I say, the character of this team is, for me, never in doubt. They'll respond again in the right way.
When you say they're working smarter, is that something that you can drum into the players as much off the pitch as you can out there on the training pitch?
Ultimately, it's my responsibility. The last 10 minutes are my responsibility. We want them to be calm. If they're going to play long, put it down the sides. We end up putting it down the middle too much. And you're playing against a team that was landed the Giants in the last 10 minutes. They're bringing people on because they're going to go long, they're going to put it in. And it's up to you to remain calm, keep a high line, because invariably a lot of people start to panic and then they think that the best way of protection is to drop deep and protect your goal. Well, it's not. They're bombarding with long balls into Anike and Lee Byrne, who are both 6'5", and looking for set plays. And we haven't got the personnel on the bench at the moment to impact that. We have a lot of size. We're probably our three biggest players out injured. But it's my responsibility to make sure that I get that message across even clearer in the coming weeks, because we hope to get to a stage where the prize is even bigger. So it's important that we have a lesson learned from that and just remain calm, find a pass. Even though we're 1-0 up, let's not just look at surviving in the game and keeping it 1-0. Can we go and get the second goal? We've been brilliant at that. So like I say, it's a learning curve for us all. And it's important now that we respond from it with a positive performance.
And I suppose if you are going to have a setback like that, I guess obviously ideally you'd never have them, but you'd rather have one at the start of March than the end of April.
Absolutely, that was my message to the players this morning. If anybody thought that we was going to go, after the Lincoln Mansfield games, if anybody thought we was going to win every single game for the rest of the season, then it's impossible. Professional sport at a high level, it's difficult to win games. You're always going up against competitors that are intense, and they're trying to win the 3 points. So you're going to lose games, and I'm hoping that ours has come round now. Our tricky spell has come round now. Very similar to the year that we won the league. We had 4 games on a bounce, which were all draws. Very similar on Saturday to the Colchester game, where we was 2-0 up and we conceded 2 after into injury time, to draw 2-2. Very similar to that, feeling of flatness. But we've got to get back up, and hopefully we can go on a run. And like you say, it's not. We were 6th last week. We were 6th a week before. We're now 8th. It's only bothered about being 6th or 5th or whatever it may be on the 46th league game of the season.
Another quick turnaround. How are the lads fitness wise?
Yeah, they're fine. Maybe my process has to start thinking, because we've got a big squad. You think that sometimes in game you need to change it. And I did feel we needed more size on the pitch on Saturday, but actually give these lads 90 minutes and then we can rotate every 90 minutes rather than rotating it 60, 70, 75, whatever it may be. So we need to get that balance right. But players are fine. Couple with slight knocks. Jack Simpson still won't be back fit. But other than that, let's go there and be ourselves again. I want to see ourselves.
Where do Rotherham's biggest threats lie?
Well, they've got 3 strikers that play narrow, competitive, big, strong, can run in behind. Johnson Clark-Harris has been a threat in this league for a long, long time. Experience all over the pitch. So, it's the same as any other opponent. It's difficult games. You've got to be at your maximum. You've got to do the basics right to get 3 points. You can't be conceding from set plays like we did on Saturday.
And just lastly, and as always, just a message for the supporters who are heading up there. It's the 3rd week in a row, isn't it? They've had to travel.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The schedule's been unbelievable. We spoke about that, but listen, it's absolutely sickening for the weekend, and I bet everyone's weekend was absolutely ruined, and I was no different. But we've had a lot of good weekends, so make sure that we're just together, we stay united, and we go again, because like I say, these hopefully bigger games down the line, and we need to put ourselves in a position to be able to compete for them playoff spots come the last 4 or 5 games of the season.